everybody, it's Heather with Diamonds and Dragonflies, and welcome to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. I'm so glad you found me. And if you are returning, welcome back. It's been a hot minute, guys, since I've done not only a WIP and chat, but just a video in general. This summer, this whole year, but this summer has really been topsy-turvy, turning everything upside down. But we'll get into all of that. But I am here today. I am hoping to be back more regularly. I guess we'll see. Have lots to share with you. And I am working on one of my 26 for 2026 canvases. It is also a WIP from 2025. It is Harborside Carolers. I started this the beginning of December, I believe, and I had to unfortunately put it aside because December 20th, as you know, I decided to see if I could fly. So this is by Bonnie White. It is from Diamond Art Club. It is 90 centimeters by 70 centimeters. It's a biggin. I had been doing this as a subscriber participation, so it's completely covered in release papers, and everyone was guessing. Well, I just need to get it done now. So I needed to nix that part, and we're just working on it. So I am down here. We are 1 square in, so it's not going to be very exciting. It's going to be a lot of the snow and stuff that's in there, but you know what? It's got to get done. So let's talk about what I am using. Well, first off, everything is being held inside this project bag. This was a custom project bag made for me from Wolfgazer Studios on Etsy. And it holds all of my extra drills, my extra release papers, all that good stuff. I am using a trinket tray that I got from Wendy K Designs on Etsy. I love her trinket trays. So this was a snowman one that I picked up last year. So I've got that. We've got our tweezers that are just from Ever After. I'm going to be using this pen for the first time. It's got brand new tips in it. We've got a 6-placer down here and a single placer up here. I've never used this pen before. Honestly, I don't remember where I got it from. I have no memory recollection whatsoever of where this pen came from. It's quite possible that it came from Creations Morin in one of my mystery boxes, but I'm not 100% sure. So it doesn't really matter. I love it. I love how it looks, and we're going to test it out and see how it feels in my hand. So this little gadget is a putty holder. This is from the Advent 2024 for Creations Morin. And it is holding my putty, which I'm going to need to use. So I've got my little putty pad in here. This is Fresh Sparkling Snow. So this is from one of their winter collections. Oh, it smells really good. So we're going to go ahead. Use this like a cookie cutter type. So I'm going to push down with my pen and kind of do the wiggle and pull it out. I'm going to push it down inside there. Push this over. Get it nice and thick in there. I'm going to push down some, so I'm really getting it in there. All right, that looks good. And then I just take my nail and I trim off the excess. It's like trimming off the pie crust from around the edge of the pie pan. I know none of us know what that is because nobody makes homemade baked goods anymore. All right, and then I do use putty in my single placer. So I just push down. I'm using the little scrap that I pulled off of there, and I just push that in there. All right, we're going to cover this back up, put it back on my trinket tray. And what do I have? Oh, and then my trash pot. This is from Lady Lathe Customs by Design. I don't remember if Stacy Travis made this one for me or Nicole Davey. One of the two of them made this. And I've just got miscellaneous drills in there. They're not from this kit in general. So we've got that as our trash pot. And then this is kitted up into the red 2. So the red 2 containers come with, I'm looking to see if I have one still. Yeah. They come with another little tray inside. I'm not a fan, guys. I'm not a fan of these at all. I am probably going to destash these when I finish this project. I'm just not a fan. They're too small. I don't like how they fit in my hand. I got them off of Amazon. They come with these containers, these holders, towers, or whatever. So I got the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12, and there's 5 of them, so 60. So I got a 60 count set. Like I said, I'm not a big super fan of them. I mean, they're okay in a pinch, but I still prefer kitting up into actual trays. But, you know, it is what it is. I'm not using any, I did not add any enhancements. This came with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 ABs, no fairy dust. It was before the dawn of fairy dust. I also have my tumbler from Jenny Rose Designs. It says, never mistake my silence for weakness. No one plans a murder out loud. And then confidential. All right, I got a nice sip there. So let's peel this back and see what we're working with here. All right. A little bit of color blocking, a little bit of line blocking, and not really any confetti in this one. All right, let me see. Can I get you guys closer? Yeah, we can get closer. All right. I might not always be completely in frame, but I think it'll be okay, guys. All right, I'm going to start with black, which is the black symbol with the white dot in the middle of it. So if you didn't notice, I do have a brace on my left wrist. We're going to get into that and talk about what all's going on. So how is everybody? I hope you all are doing well. I have missed you all. I hope you tell me down in the comments how you've been, what you've been up to. Tell me what your most recent finish is or what WIP you're working on. Because I love to read them and I try to answer every comment that's left for me. So, you know, if you can let me know how you're doing, that would be great. Since it's been a hot minute. So what has been going on? Well, let's see. We're going to I'll start with the kids. Sammy's doing really well. She's very busy in her day program, and she's been going on walks and swimming in the pool at the housing complex she lives in. I need to go down and see her. We haven't seen her this month yet. I saw her in July, but we haven't gone and seen her in August yet, and I really need to because I'm going to be gone for pretty much the whole month of September, which we'll talk about in a little bit. I'll have to talk to Kirk and see if we're able to go down this weekend and have lunch with her. I talked to her on the phone. For those of you that don't know, Samantha's my oldest child. She is 33 years old, and she is autistic. She also has pervasive developmental delay. She has sensory integration issues, and she has a very large, I guess you could say, verbal skills are lacking. She does talk, but not a whole lot. She has trouble conveying, you know, like how she's feeling, or she could be bleeding to death and you can ask her how she is and she'll say, I am fine. Yeah. So it's like, I don't think so. No, not when we're waiting for the ambulance. But she has 24-hour care. She has 2 12-hour nursing staff that are awake staff. So she's never alone. She has 2 roommates. She lives in a beautiful townhouse down in Maryland. She's about an hour away from us, and she loves it. She loves having that independence. don't get me wrong, she loves to come to visit, but usually after about day 3 or 4, she's like, go home, Owings Mills. Okie dokie, Sammy. That's where she wants to head back home. I'm liking this pen. I like the feel of it in my hand, and I hope you can hear that pop from my putty. It's making a very satisfying sound as I put my drills down. So she's doing good. William is doing well. He recently, well, back in June, he celebrated 4 years at the architecture firm that he has been at since he graduated college. He's been really busy. He's getting ready to take a big trip. Over Labor Day, he's gonna drive down to Charleston, South Carolina, and go visit one of his college friends, and hang out there for a long weekend. So he's excited. I'm excited for him. I worry when he drives so far. It's a 10-hour drive from us. That's a long time to be driving by yourself. But William's very responsible. So when he gets tired, he stops, and he makes stops and stretches his legs and whatnot to prevent blood clots and things like that. So, so that'll be a lot of fun for him. Emily is doing well. She is so busy. She is working 3 jobs. She has her, I guess you could say, her 9 to 5, even though it's not 9 to 5. Her salary position that she works full time. She works Saturdays at Walmart. She was working Saturday and Sunday. She was able to drop Sunday because she started working for her supervisor for her hours for her licensing part-time in the evenings doing telehealth. So she works Monday through Thursday for another place doing therapy. Student loans are a bitch, guys. They really truly are. And Emily has her master's degree, so technically William only has a bachelor's and his student loans are more than Emily's are, but yeah, they're no joke. So she lives, she's still living with her girlfriends, her college girlfriends. And Juno, my granddoggy, is doing really well. They were just here briefly. I got to spend about 6 hours with her on Wednesday of this past week. Of last week. Her father had won on a radio station tickets last year to My Chemical Romance, which is on Emily's bucket list of bands she wanted to see live. And she never thought she would because pretty much 6 months after she discovered the band, back in like 2012, 2014, they broke up. So she didn't think she was ever going to get to see them live. But they went out on tour, and her dad won tickets, and she got to go see them live this past week. She loved it. It was amazing for her. I was so happy for her. But the day after the concert, before she drove home, she came up here and she spent a few hours and stuff with me, and I got to see Boo Boo G, aka Juno, my granddoggy. And we watched Project Hail Mary. Really great movie. And I'm not a Ryan Gosling fan, but it was a really, really good movie. I really enjoyed it. It was my second time seeing it. Same with Emily. She had seen it once before, but not all the way through. She saw parts of it. And what is going on here with these drills? Why is that? Why are they cockeyed? Well, this might be one of my older kits, guys, but the glue strength is real. I think that'll work itself out when I put down the drill in between. I think it'll be okay. Kirk is doing okay. He finished his summer session, and yesterday, I'm filming this on Tuesday. Yesterday, he started his fall semester. He's got 3 semesters left to get his bachelor's degree. He's got 2 classes this fall, 2 classes in the spring, and then 1 class in the summer of next year. And then he will be done and have his bachelor's degree in computer science. You know, my husband's 55 years old. He'll be 56 by the time he finishes. And for a long time, I just didn't really see the point in why he was incurring the debt and, you know, working to get his bachelor's degree. But it's something a goal that he wanted to achieve. And it was meaningful to him. So, more power to him. I'm not far from my bachelor's degree. I have like 8 credits I need. It ain't happening. They're math and science credits. And I don't work anyway, so I'm disabled. It's not going to do me any good. And it's not a big focus for me. It doesn't really matter to me one way or the other if I have my bachelor's degree or not. I'm quite fine with marking that little box that says some college, you know, when I fill out things. All right, I'm going to do that line now. The slash mark, where is that symbol? There it is. So I can fix those drills and see what's going on here. Because I don't see, this is why I don't like these. There's not enough space. Not enough space. All right, hang on. Gotta fix my putty here. But other than that, Kirk's doing okay, I guess. We've been having a hard time. He's been drinking a lot, and it's been very stressful. I guess that's the best word to put it. And stuff around here lately. I think I'm going to single place to... What is going on? It's like... why did I even put those there? They don't belong there. Oh my gosh. Okay, see guys, even content creators do stupid things. I'm not quite sure why I put a row of these down the middle of here. Oh my Lord. What is going on with my brain? Okay, can't even explain that one, guys. So... I hope that's not boding as to how today is going to go. How am I? Well, I guess we'll talk about my rehab and my recovering. For those of you that don't know, I fell down 15 stairs in December of last year on the 20th. I broke my humerus, which is your long bone between your elbow and your shoulder. And then I snapped off the top of my shoulder that my arm was no longer attached to my body by bone. It was held together by muscle and tissue and skin, but not by a bone. I was in the hospital for 17 days, in the ICU for 5. I had surgery. I also fractured C7 to T5 in my cervical and thoracic spine. I broke my left wrist in 4 places. So I have a lot of hardware in my body. I have a 9-inch titanium pin going from my shoulder to my elbow. That is what keeps my arm attached to my body. With plates and screws. And then I have a gadget, looks like a snap-on tool in my opinion, that's in my wrist. The bones have fully refused now. So they have grown back together, but they are very, very weak, and they don't typically do surgery unless they're causing a problem to remove the hardware. So it's just kind of reinforcing everything now. The problem is that my arm is very weak. I have no strength in my arm. I'm up to 3 pounds that I can successfully lift without pain or discomfort. My shoulder's really been bothering me the past week. I'm not quite sure why. I think a lot of it has to do with sleeping. I do not sleep well. I'm a side sleeper. It hurts my back to lay on my left side, and it hurts my shoulder and humerus to lay on my right side. I end up taking a lot of naps throughout the day because I typically only sleep an hour and a half to 2 hours in a row before waking up at night. So instead of sleeping for an extended period of time or a normal, 8 hours of sleep, mine's broken up all throughout the day. I have bone spurs, which we have recently discovered in my CNC joint, which is this joint here, where your thumb meets and connects to your wrist. So I have a ton of bone spurs in both hands. The left ones are very inflamed, and they are also rubbing against the hardware that is in my hand. So it's been causing significant pain. They were going to do a cortisone shot to help with the inflammation and the pain. And unfortunately, my diabetes I have type 2 diabetes. It kind of went on the wayside while I was rehabbing and in the hospital, that my A1C is a little higher than what they would like to give me a cortisone shot. So I'm working on bringing that down so that I can go and get the shot, and hopefully it will provide some relief. Last Friday, I went and saw a new orthopedist that does legs, because I had a massive bone bruise and contusion on my right leg right below my knee. And it's really been giving me a problem here recently. It's not interfering with my ability to walk, but it hurts whenever I bend that knee significantly. So since I've reached about a 70% recovery on my arms, I thought, all right, well, let's go take a look and see what's going on with my leg now. I have severe arthritis in the knee joint. My bone is still bruised from the fall. Now, granted, it was very large bone bruise. It's now about the size of a 50-cent piece. So it is healing, But turns out I have no cartilage in my right knee at all. So every time I move that knee, it's bone on bone. Did I get all of this symbol? Nope, there's some there. I need a knee replacement. I also have a sliver of bone that shaved off from my accident that is lodged between my patella and my femur, which is stabbing me as well. Not having that surgery this year. Kirk has no additional time off. And I need to finish rehabbing my arm. I need to try and lose about 20 or 30 pounds. I mean, I need to lose more than that, but I need to try and drop 20 to 30 pounds, get my A1C under control before I dive into another surgery. All right, I think I've finished all of that symbol now. Yeah, all right. Let me grab a sip here. My mental health has been really in the toilet. Kirk and I are not connecting. He's in a dark place. My husband suffers from depression. He is also an alcoholic. So the two really don't go well together. So he's been struggling, which means he withdraws from me. And then I struggle because he's withdrawn from me. So it's this never-ending circle that we go round and round. And it's gotten to the point where we're just snapping at each other constantly. So it's been very hard. Decided I needed a change of scenery. I've been living in my living room forever. I am in the art room today. Yay! So September 5th, I'm leaving, and I'm going to Colorado for about a month. I will be there until the beginning of October. I'm going to be visiting my best friend, Allison, and staying with her. We've got some activities planned. Going to do a lot of diamond painting. She's not off the whole month. She did take off the first week that I'm home. And she might be able to take off like a day here or there for like a long weekend. But she will be working during the day, so I'll just be hanging out at her place, diamond painting and loving on Raven and Phoenix, my little nieces. And I'm very much looking forward to it. I'm kind of scared leaving Kirk, but I think we need a break from each other. We need some time apart. He needs to decide what he wants to do or what he needs. And I need to be in a more, how do I want to put this, supportive atmosphere. I mean, it's gotten to the point Kirk doesn't take any interest whatsoever in my diamond painting. He doesn't ask to see what I'm working on. He doesn't ask me how my day is. He goes to work, he comes home, and he goes upstairs and he spends the rest of the night playing video games or doing schoolwork. So I'm alone a lot. it'll be good to get away from Atlas for a little while. Mr. Barky McBarkerson. So he's been very much invading the personal space and been super hyper vigilant about sounds. So he's barking a lot. So it'll be good to hit that reset button. So I'm looking forward to it. So that's about all that's going on in my personal life. My diamond painting life. Guys, it's getting to be that time of year. My head is starting to swell with all the ideas and thoughts and everything for next year. If you've been following along with my 26 for 26, I have not completed any of them yet. I will most likely get some of them done. I'm not going to get all 26 done. That's just not going to happen. That's not feasible, especially with me going away for a month. That's just not going to happen. I'm hoping to get some of them done and completed. I am going to do 27 for 27 next year, but I am doing it a little differently. I'm going to do 27 mini kits for 2027. So I've got a huge amount of mini kits from Paint Gem, from Ever After, from Diamond Art Club, the one with the diamond art, Bella Art, Dana Cole, Dreamer, Pretty Little Gem. I've got a ton of mini kits. So my goal is going to be to complete 27 of them in 2027. No, I am not kitting them all up at one time. I just don't feel like that's necessary with minis. So they will get done one at a time. I will use a random wheel spinner to determine which mini set I'm going to work on. But then I'll work on it until it's done. It's not that big a deal. I mean, it's going to work out to like 2.5 kits a month, which is, I can knock out a mini set in a day, especially the partial ones. The full drill ones, it might take a little longer, depending on how many canvases there are and stuff in there. So I'm looking forward to that because I need to reduce my mini stash. I have minis everywhere. So I need to get those under control a little bit. I am participating in the Mega Drill Challenge for next year. So I will be doing that. I already have my canvas. And it's kind of funny because it was a kit that I was already planning on working on for a year-long project. So, and it just happens to be 210 centimeters. So, woohoo! That worked out really well. My Patreon will be continuing Mystery Mania. We are also adding a Landscape-a-Palooza. So it will become a year-long landscape event, just like it's going to be done just like Mystery Mania, except instead of mystery kits, it will be all landscapes. So I'm hoping that will help me and a lot of my members to work through a lot of the landscapes that they own. So that's exciting. I'm looking forward to that. I'm also going to have, and we'll talk about it as it gets closer, I'm going to have a special animal theme for next year. So there will be more to follow on that as to what exactly that means. You guys, I hope you guys aren't necessarily watching me, because I'm not always in frame here with this one. Maybe I should go back out. There, that should be better. What is coming up in September? Well, September starts my Patreon Halloween event. This is our 3rd year. It's called Ghostly Good Time this year. Our focus is kits with ghosts in them. It can be anything Halloween. It is just Halloween. It is not a Halloween fall event. Just spooky season. You get an extra entry into the prize drawings if you do a kit that contains a ghost. There's going to be, I think it's six prize drawings every week. Plus, we will be having activities during the Zooms for the event. And there will be prizes provided by me for those. And then there will be a weekly activity that's posted in our exclusive Facebook group. And there will be a weekly prize for that activity as well. Plus, there's going to be a participation prize for participating in the Zooms, for participating in the activities. You'll earn points. And then there'll be a prize drawing at the end for that. Super excited. We always have a really great time. I have so many fun games and activities for us to do. The prizes that have been donated are amazing from our sponsors. I think the ones that I've put together are really pretty cool. They range from $25 to $35 value for each. So it does run till October 31st. You need to be a paid member of my Patreon. There is a link in the description box below if you are interested in signing up and joining and becoming a part of it. All tiers get to participate, and throughout the event, all tiers get Zoom access for the Ghostly Good Time Zooms. So it's very exciting. I'm looking forward to it. It should be a lot of fun. I have my kits picked out, if I don't change my mind yet again. I'm also participating in the Small Shop Fall Festival, hosted by Robin and Brittany. This will be my 3rd year participating in that event. I am also participating in the Bees Crafty Corner Clubhouse event as well. And I will be participating in the Ever After Suicide Prevention event in September. And, as if that wasn't enough, I will be participating in the one with the diamond art event hosted by Debbie Wilson, the Crafty Diamond. So, gonna do lots and lots of stuff in September while I'm gone. I'm hoping to get my diamond painting mojo back. I do have a finish for this month. I'm hoping to have 2. No, this is not it. The second one. This one's got a long way to go. Technically, I have not finished my 26 for 26 challenge because there are still, I think, 2 kits I have not put drills on yet. I need to just bite the bullet and do it and put them down. But lots of exciting things coming. and I'm hoping to get myself pumped up. Spending time with my friend is really going to help. To be able to de-stress, relax. Is going to be really good for me, I think. So I'm very much looking forward to it. Well, I don't think I really have a whole lot more to talk about. What have I been watching, reading, or listening to? Well, we can get rid of the reading because I don't really read. It's very rare that I read a book. Currently, I am binge watching Bones and SEAL Team. I do still need to finish Switched at Birth, but I took a little break from that. William's been coming over on Sundays, and we are watching Star Wars in chronological order. All of the shows, even like the Disney TV shows. So right now we are stuck in the animated Clone Wars. I think we're on season 2. So we're doing that. Just finished House of Dragon. Have not started, but the new season of Reacher is out. The new season of Silo is out. And have been watching the new season of Lioness. So I think we have 2 episodes to watch now. So hopefully we'll catch up on that this weekend. Been going to a lot of movies. We went and saw Mutiny this past weekend. William and I went and they did a special 25th anniversary for Fast and Furious. And we went and saw that. We saw Spider-Man. We saw End of Oak Street. So we've been real busy with the movies. We go pretty much every week. We are Regal Unlimited members. So it costs us $1.50 each for our tickets. So we've been taking advantage of it. Allison and I are going to be going to see some movies while we're there. Practical Magic 2, the reboot of Endgame, and Fall 2, I think, are movies that we are planning on going to see while I am in Colorado. So that'll be fun. But I think that's pretty much it, guys. That's about all I have for you today. So if you made it all the way to the end of this video, please leave a snowflake emoji or a snowman. And let me know down in the comments how you are, what you've been doing. Are you participating in any of the events that I mentioned in this WIP and Chat? And take care of yourself, guys. Don't ever forget that without the dark, we'd never get to see the stars. I'll catch you in the next video. Take care, guys. Bye.